Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Let's get you that Offspring keyword right now because there's only about 3 minutes left for the word noodles. Text in noodles right now to 312-591-8300. The Q101 pop-up with the Offspring. Come out and play at the Metro. And that is coming up 2 weeks from today, actually, on September 19th. The only way to win is this way. You can't buy a ticket. You can't wait in line. If it's a pop-up, and they are free, and we always deliver those free things to you. However, this one, because it's the Offspring at the Metro, and they could sell out 30,000 if they wanted to. Metro's under 1,000. Everybody needs a ticket, and this is the way to get it. 312-591-8300. Text noodles. That word is good for about another 120 seconds. Sponsored by our great friends, Wintrust Community Bank. Now, later, Lauren will have another keyword for you at noon, Brian Phillips at 5, and then at 8 tonight, you'll have a chance as well. So noon, 5 p.m., and 8 p.m. New words coming your way. You can keep entering until you win. Enter once. If you've already done it, don't do it again. Just make sure you get that word in there right now. So last night, something really weird happened. We had the Green Day Pumpkin Show here. Was that like 2 weeks ago? God, 2 weeks ago now? Can't remember. My brain's fried.
I don't know.
2 weeks ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
God, a lot's happened in 2 weeks.
No, 3 weeks ago.
It has to be.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago. Anyway, so they're playing Detroit last night, Comerica Field, where the Tigers play. And in the middle of Longview, they run off stage. Now, first, Mike Dirt runs off stage, and Billy Joe's playing Longview, singing, and looks going, you can see him still singing, kind of going, what's going on? And then he sprints off stage.
That's so scary, especially in today's world. That's scary.
Yeah, and then they're all off stage, and my cousin was there because she lives in Detroit.
Oh.
And said they were off for 10 minutes.
And nobody said anything.
Nobody said anything.
That's terrifying.
I know. Here's the audio right here of when, so they're playing Longview, and here's the audio of them slowly, well, not slowly, but as they one by one ran off stage. There goes Mike Dirt. He runs off. Now,
Became a cappella.
the crowd was just singing along. Yeah, I mean, it was Billy Joe. Then once he saw him leave, he was looking side stage, and someone said, "Get off the stage," and then he sprinted off stage.
Well, what happened?
Well, that's what everybody was wondering. It turns out there was an unauthorized drone flying over the field. Now, I saw drones at Wrigley Field during those shows. Those are all shows from the band or the management or whatever, filming for great videos. And there was an unauthorized drone flying over, and it came right over the stage. And then someone saw it and freaked out, didn't know what was going on, and told them to get the hell off the stage. And they did. Now, they came back, and they kind of said, so let's put your phones away and keep rocking. And they went back on, and they continued the show like nothing, and they played just the kick-ass show that they did all night like they did here at Wrigley Field.
Now, were they worried it was like a dangerous drone?
Sure. They didn't know what it was, so they thought it could be, who knows what it could be. It was a drone.
That's a tough scenario because you don't want everyone to evacuate in case it's nothing. But also, what if it was something bad and now you didn't tell anyone to evacuate?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know 100% if they didn't make any kind of, I know that Green Day didn't come back on the stage, and no one, I believe, came on the stage and said anything. And then whatever that drone did disappeared. They got it out of there. So rushed off the stage after it was spotted. But everybody's okay, and Green Day kicked ass like they usually do, but it's just a really weird moment.
Whenever something like that happens, where drones out, I just imagine like a 12-year-old zooming around in his yard.
Yep.
Because he just doesn't think there's a problem with it.
He's like 3 miles from the stadium. Look, I got it to reach all the way over here.
So cool.
I can go to the Green Day show, Dad. He's just like filming.
He was grounded for an unrelated reason, flew his drone over Comerica Park in Detroit.
Yeah.
Now he's double grounded.
Caused a whole ruckus.
Uh-huh.
Grounded for playing like Grand Theft Auto or something.
It's a bummer.
Oh.
It's a slippery slope.
So anyway, Green Day's okay. Everybody's okay. It all worked out. But what a weird situation. Also reminding you today to listen later on. I mentioned 5 o'clock for your chance at the Offspring pop-up, and Brian Phillips will have another key word for you then. Also, Lincoln Park. Today's the day the announcement happens. They teased this announcement last week. It was a countdown on their social media. Today's the day at 5 o'clock. A major Lincoln Park announcement. They have not had the band going as Lincoln Park really since Chester passed away 7 years ago. They've had some material out. They've released some things, but this is monstrous, and I cannot wait. And I'll be here listening to Q101. I'll listen to Brian Phillips along with you guys when it all comes down at 5 o'clock today, so make sure you are here.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
on Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. That's for Teresa in Lombard. Want to hear some Fuel? Thank you, Teresa, for listening. Thanks to all of Lombard for listening this morning. We appreciate you. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Yesterday, this time, we made the phone call. You tried and you competed for the golden ticket. And Sean won the golden ticket. But we tried to get a hold of him. We tried calling him. Nothing. Tried texting him. Case texted him from his personal phone. Got that green bubbles.
That's right. He has my number now.
Oh, look out.
I know.
Look out for those late texts you up.
It's a scary feeling.
But we found him. Here he is. We've got him right here, the new golden ticket winner for Q101 for the next year, which means the greatest radio prize in the history of radio, going to everything Q101 does for an entire year, starting with Riot Fest to the next Riot Fest. Sean, welcome in. Congratulations, buddy.
Holy cow. Ahoy, guys. Good morning.
Good morning. Sean, you don't know how many people, when we tried to call yesterday, said, forget him, pick another person.
I can't freaking believe it. Yeah, sorry, guys. Work duty calls.
Well, that's the question, see. We wondered, I think Kenzie brought up maybe he's a doctor. He's in the middle of surgery. And I also thought he could just be baked and hung over.
That was a real possibility.
A real possibility, too. What
More likely to being a doctor.
So what were you doing yesterday when we tried to call you and couldn't even get a hold of you by text?
I was cleaning and repairing an ice machine.
See, he's a hard worker, and I told you. Eat it, Brian.
Yeah.
I was betting on baked. I really was.
That's after hours, guys.
So you're repairing an ice machine.
This is our guy.
Like, where was this at?
Where was I? I was in the city. I work in a lot of the skyscrapers in Chicago and put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Usually text in and call in the morning drive. And, I was happy to look at my phone and get that message.
Well, God forbid someone interrupts you when you're in the middle of trying to get the ice working and somebody's waiting for their ice. Oh, my God. I can't imagine. Hey, Sean, this ice machine ain't going to fix itself. Come on, buddy. Is that your main gig? That sounds like a very unique job. Do you fix ice machines? That's not your main thing?
It is, yeah. My 9 to 5, and then a couple side projects on the side.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right, so you are now the golden ticket winner. That means you're going to everything we do for an entire year, starting with Riot Fest. We're talking about lounges. We're talking about Lala. We're talking about Twisted and all the other shows. How many concerts, I guess, roughly could you tell us you've gone to in the past year?
Not enough. Not nearly enough. Something like this is, game-changing for me. With ticket prices, things like that, it's been pretty hard to pick and choose which ones you want to go to.
You're damn right.
How many do you think you're going to make it to this year?
All of them.
Oh, my God. I can't even imagine.
Is there a band that maybe has already been announced that you can't wait to see, or one that maybe you're hoping is announced that you can see during this next year?
I can't even get past the fact that the Korn and Riot Fest tickets.
Yeah.
Right now.
That's right.
The qualifying ticket was the Korn show, and now I was trying to get into Riot Fest, and sounds like that's going to happen.
It is.
I'm shaking right now.
This is awesome.
Thank God you
don't
contacted
believe
us.
All right, Sean, listen, we're so happy for you. We love you, man. We're going to be seeing a lot of you, and we'll also be sharing all your social posts from your experiences, of course, at all these shows. And, man, so happy for you. It's the best thing we can do is give people free music because, like you said, it's rough out there right now to get to all the shows, and there's so much good stuff going on. So congratulations, Sean.
Hey, thank you guys so much. I can't freaking believe it.
We can't believe it either.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and Lauren's coming in. Noon is the next opportunity to grab that seat into the Metro. Or there's no seats in the Metro. Why'd I say it like that? That's embarrassing.
You want to do take two?
Let's start over. Okay, coming up at noon, Lauren's got your next chance to get your standing position inside the Metro for The Offspring. The pop-up with Q101. It's free. It's the only way to get in. Noon with Lauren is your next chance. And 5 p.m., Brian Phillips will have one. 8 p.m. later as well. And also a reminder again, 5 p.m., that Lincoln Park announcement. Brian Phillips will be all over that at 5 o'clock. Now, takeaways. Case, what do you got?
Megan from McHenry checked in her takeaway. Tomorrow we'll be pouring one out for Brian.
Oh, boy. because I haven't eaten.
As of now, in 6 hours?
It's 6.5 hours since I've eaten because I'm fasting for a physical. They do blood tests, so you got to fast.
You know that a lot of people have lunch at noon and then dinner around 6 or 7. Like, this is just a normal amount of time between meals.
Those
currently.
people don't exist.
Brian asked, by the way, a second ago, what's a really good meal to eat after fasting for 8 hours? I'm like, please stop.
It's going to be Portillo's, I think. That's going to be the winner.
I'm sure.
Be sure to live stream it.
Also, if you remember, I had this physical last year, and I was worried about my cholesterol, so I didn't dox the system. My brain's fried because I can't think of the right words.
Well, you've been fasting for so long.
That's right.
You're starving to death.
I beat the system by eating tuna all week, and my cholesterol and all my blood tests was perfect. So this week, okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Yesterday, when we were up in Naperville, had that grilled cheese place, Evandine's, which is unbelievable. I had the Al Pacizzo with tomato soup, and then Cold Stone Creamery was across the street.
Oh, well, you have to.
It's like, we're going to Stone Cold, a Cold Stone. We're going to Cold Stone, and got the.
Did you break the glass like the wrestler when you walked in?
I took the cake batter ice cream and cracked it over my head and drank it.
Waffle cones.
I've also had Culver's this week once.
Did you give the teenage girl working behind the counter a Stone Cold Stunner when you were at Cold Stone?
Yeah, she's dead. Yeah, she's not working there. Yeah, she's dead. But yeah, this week has not been any way to beat the system of my cholesterol, which is actually good. It's really good. So I don't know if it's going to be good today when I do this test, though.
Do you remember in the Santa Claus that Tim Allen starred in when he goes to the doctor and they take his pulse and it's jingle bells? Because I feel like you're just going to sound like an ice cream truck or something.
We'll keep you posted. Kenzie, what do you got for a takeaway?
Takeaway 708. Sean called in for the golden ticket. No!
People were so rooting against Sean to call in and get.
You're like, he only has 5 minutes or it's me. I'm like, it doesn't work like that.
Finally, takeaway from Dan and Lyle 630. Takeaway. Tom Cruise won't come out of the closet.
Hey! Dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Go away!
Dude, this is my room.
Go away, I said!
Dad, Tom Cruise won't come out of the closet.
Oh, Case, on the podcast, what we got?
Well, that conversation is there if you want to figure out why we were talking about South Park and The Office and Seinfeld and a bunch of other shows today. We broke down the Rolling Stone list of the 100 greatest TV episodes of all time. Also on the podcast today, we had a really emotional, I say this in all sincerity, a really emotional clash with Kenzie. If you want to get your waterworks going, I would recommend listening to that. And then we began the show. I revealed my recent internet search history. And if you want to feel doomed about the future of humanity, listen to the 6 a.m. podcast.
Yeah, it's a lot of good stuff there. All right, it's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, the new Brian and Kenzie podcast, available everywhere you get your podcasts. And also a reminder, the new and improved Q101 app. If you go to the app, make sure you get that update going on there, that automatic update, because it's awesome. So go do it.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.